Hello everyone, welcome back to Clusterbmilkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet Mr. Chicken. Yes. Today we're going to talk about how a narcissist feels and what we might do if we see you with a new person after us breaking up with you. Now, this is my personal experience. If there's any other narcissistic people on here that wants to contribute and put in your feelings or how, you went through it, if you gave a shit or not, that would be awesome. Borderlines, you're welcome to do that as well. Now, with me, I've had different feelings depending on the person. But an underlying feeling that I would have is I'm better than this person anyway. My grandiosity kicks in. So number one, I know that I'm better than this person. Number two, it can be a challenge to get you back because of that grandiosity, because I believe that there's nobody better than me. It is a challenge with this new person and, seeing if reaching out to you and making sure that I still have control over your emotions for me. So this is why I say, no contact, motherfuckers. Do not let this person hoover you back, especially when they see you with a new individual. You can do your own game and your own manipulation by seeming that you're moving on if you do want your narcissistic person back. But it doesn't work out in the long run because they're not changing. They haven't changed over that breakup time. Okay? This is a long ass life process of just coping and curbing and trying to be aware of behaviors. So just don't gaslight yourself. But when I saw that the least toxic ex in my whole life was my very first boyfriend, and when I saw him with his new girl, and she was so cute and everything, and I was as charming as always when I saw them, and him and I were still friends, another mistake, and I could find out information about them through mutuals, which I still had contact with or whatever, just to see how the relationship was going. I could still talk to him every once in a while if I wanted to, and played the good, I know how women are, and I could plant seeds in his head if I felt like it. I didn't have to. She fucked it up on her own because she was cheating on him. Anyway, when I was able to pick up the pieces of his crumbling little soul after she, was caught cheating on him, I took him out for, with all my friends and tried to cheer him up and have a good time. I knew that I could get him back in that moment. But when I had him back and he was in a grieving state and all crumbly and broken and shit, I didn't fucking want him no more. Now, I'm sure that there are people out there who they do covet you when you're grieving, and they do want you back, and you are easily manipulated when you are in a grieving state. I tell you guys, do not hook onto somebody when you are grieving, because you're blind. You don't even see. You're not even wearing rose-colored glasses. You are completely blind. And you just want somebody to love you and nurture you. Anyways, I knew that I could do this to him, and I did not. And I did not want him anymore, and he was still my friend. So I moved on with my life. Now, when I broke up with my first husband, I was already monkey branching into my second husband. So I really did not give a shit about who my my first husband was seeing. There's so many. My first husband was seeing But when I did find out that this new woman was around my child, and you know how narcissistic people can be if you're bringing another person into your kid's life, they're very territorial. And I met her, and I was charming and sweet, like I usually am. And I also had this is my son. This was my family. You're taking leftovers. I'm better than you. So I always have this I'm better than you attitude. It doesn't matter. And you can't tell me no. You can't tell me no. You can't tell me that I'm delusional. No, you can't. This is what's going on up here in Crazy Town. Okay? Anyway. So after, I was with my emotional affair, and it was makeup, breakup. He already had a girlfriend. I had a husband. It was all over social media. Never met this person in life. But any of you who have been trauma bonded, even over the internet, you don't even have to be in each other's physical space for this to go down. So watch yourselves for the internet predator. Okay? Anyway, so even when, number one, I did not care that he had a girlfriend. I did not care because I feel like I'm number one anyways. You're cheating on her. I'm number one. I'm number one. You come to me for fun time. You come to me for the fantasy. And I went to that person for that bullshit too. But if he was messing around on me, cheating on me with somebody else, that would piss me off, but I would be like, I wouldn't be jealous because I know that this guy is toxic sauce as fuck. I know he's trying to do it just to fill up his emptiness, and he's a fucking whore. So, but I would be pissed, being like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? And I would love to tear him apart and call him names and everything like that when he would go do that, because he would always come back to me. It's so toxic. It's so bad. Okay? You're not just in a triangle. You're in a fucking hexagon, a Rubik's Cube of cray, and multiple people all in the mix and everything. You don't want to deal with that. But when I do final discards with people after I learned about the mental illness and everything, I learned that there is no fixing, some magical fix for myself or magical fix for these other people. So I am able to never reach out to these people again because the fantasy is dead. You read all this scientific bullshit and you're just like, well, it was a fucking lie anyways, the whole thing. We were just using each other, the end. Now, there is I saw when my second husband got remarried, and I'm still going to compare myself to this person. Even though I never want to go back to this person at all, I can't help myself but compare and be like, I'm better in these ways. Okay? So, whatever. Even I know that this is sick, but even though that my my ex-husband's new wife is probably really fucking great and everything, and being good to my children as well, who are adults, but being good to my children as well, I know that you can be good, and I hope that you are, but I seeded everything that they're ever going to deal with in their mind and their whole life. I know that sounds sadistic, but I don't want to be forgotten. That's all. So you can go no contact with me, kids, but I do not want to be forgotten. And if I have to be a negative supply source to you, that's better than nothing. It's better than being forgotten. Okay? All right. And my parents are that for me too. Anyways, my stomach is doing a gurgly thing. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. Then we have my ex-boyfriend. And one thing, when I saw him after 2 months of being broken up with him, that fucked me up. So if you run into, or you make it a mission of being seen or running into your narcissistic ex, that's going to fuck with us. That's going to, bring some sort of re-idealization memories about you. And that really messed me up for, days. And when I say days, I did reach out to him. I did want to be a better person. I did want to, and I believed it too. I did reach out to a therapist. I did want to do I did start reflecting on all my bad behaviors. I did send the apology letter. I was fucked up, man. Burping. But he did not allow me to come back to him. And so I did let myself grieve for a year plus, instead of jumping into a new relationship. But that's only because I know about my disorder. A lot of us are unaware of our disorder. We know we're shits. We know we're assholes. We know we do bad things. We know that we have toxic flavor to us, for sure. But we do not know the root cause of it. We do not know about mental illnesses. Okay, there are some people that may know and they stay undercover. I think about this shit all the time too. It's like, if I just erased all of my social media, everything, and then went out on a date with somebody, I'm sorry, but people now take second fucking to my channel. I'm sorry, no, I get way too much self-esteem boost. I also feel like I have purpose. I don't feel like I have purpose being in a relationship anymore after being married for 25 years, raising my kids. I already fucking did that. I find no purpose in having to make a relationship my whole life anymore. But where the fuck was I going with that? But anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. But when I see his new person, after I tried to hoover back, he rejected me, and that's the worst. You get this fucking massive narcissistic injury. I'm mortified that I even reached out to this motherfucker to be smacked away. He didn't take responsibility for any of his shit. I feel pathetic and very shameful. Then I start hating myself and all this shit. But after that, if I saw a picture of him and his person, it would sting for a second. And then my grandiosity would kick in. I'd say that I'm fucking better than any of this shit. And the men that I choose have toxic sauce. So I know that they're going to ooze their toxic sauce all over this person. And I'm just like, good luck, bitch. That's it. And then I fucking move on. I might ruminate for a little bit, several days. I might have fluctuations of anger, things like that, but I have no desire to reach out. No desire to reach out. But if your people are completely unaware of their disorder, do not understand, why they want to hoover you, on a psychological level, it is, they value you in some certain way. There are needs that, they liked about you. They forget a little bit of the devaluation stage with you because they're re-idealizing you in this moment. But when we get back with you, when you are available, you are going to be redevalued within seconds. It like our memory goes back to remembering why we left you in the first place. So don't go back. Don't go back, because I'm sure that there's people watching this who have gone back and had a fast and furious breakup. because nothing gets better. You don't go back to the love bomb stage forever. It's a cycle. They can be happy to have you back. They've won. The narcissistic person has won you back. So we got our trophy, which is not you. The trophy is, I got to get this person back into my life through whatever tactics necessary I needed to do so. And then you're going to see that they haven't changed. You're going to be upset with yourself and feel all fucked up and shameful. I'm bad. I'm such a fucking piece of shit that I went back to this person. Don't worry about it. You can fucking fix that by getting rid of them again. Anyway, so this has been my experience. If I am coming back to you, it's just some sort of competition within myself to see if I can. There's times when I have missed the hell out of you after seeing you, and then my brain downloading all the idealized good things about you. There's also been getting you back and then rediscarding you. So there's different fucking levels of this shit, but you just have to remember to protect yourself. And you knowing this information now, if you bait a narcissist to come back into your life through social media, putting that you're moving on, put up your new person like a narcissistic person would do to you, and you're basically being the narcissist now. But if that's what you want to get this person back, you don't get to be blind no more. You know what's going to happen to you, and you allowed it, okay? So let's not do that, okay? But you do what you want. You do what you want, but just remember, your empathy is gross. So when you start being like, oh, I know you've gone through, oh, you're depressed without me. Oh, that's number one, your grandiosity and I have so much compassion for your pain because I learned all this shit while I was gone from you. I'm sorry, but our mental health issue, we can't protect ourselves from it sabotaging us. How the fuck do you think that we're going to save you from us? How do you think? No, it's not happening. So I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.